So, UFC Fight Night Evolev of Murphy just went by, and I, King here MMA, will be matching up all the fighters after the fight. But before we do that, the Instagram is live, so if you're coming from the Instagram to the YouTube, give a subscribe. If you're coming from the YouTube to Instagram, give a follow. I don't know if you can hear it. I've got a bit of music in the background, so maybe finally that gives some vibe to the, just give some vibe to the channel. Hope this works. I hope it's not overdoing my voiceover. So yeah, let's get started. And for the first fight, obviously, I think Evolev has to get the title shot. I think it's just obvious. Yeah, man, he's just the clear number one contender. I don't know where all this bullshit of Jean Silva being the neck, skipping over Mozart because it should have been a draw, it should have been a robbery, it should have, I don't understand it, you know what I mean? So, I don't know where it's coming from. Mozart's the number one contender. He had a good fight with the number 2 or 3 contender in Lerone. And yeah, I think this should be the next title fight for featherweight. Easy dub for Volk though, so yeah. And for the next one, I think this should be the next fight for Lerone and Jean Silva. It's an interesting matchup. I think it creates another number one contender after Mozart and Volk. It could be a good fight. I do like that the UFC's been doing multiple fights. Who's the more dominant win gets that title shot. And I do think this is a great fight to determine who's back into that title mix. One win over friggin' Arnold Allen ain't going to give you anything. But these guys, if they get a win over one another, that's a sick win. So yeah, I think this is the next one that we do. Lerone versus Silva, let's do it. And yeah. And for Luke Riley, shouldn't have been the co-main, but whatever. I think he should fight Jack Jenkins. Jack Jenkins is a good all-round fighter, more of a winning than losing fighter in the UFC. Really skilled. He just showed his grappling in his last fight. He's got real good striking. I think this would be a great matchup. If Luke Riley could make a quick turnaround, he could do Perth. Or, if they could fight on this could be a good co-main for a fight night. But yeah, I'd like to see this fight next. Or someone similar to Jack Jenkins' level. You know what I mean? To Luke Riley's level. So yeah, this could be a good fight. And for the next fight, MVP. Now, I'll just turn it down. I think he needs to be on the terrorist watch list. After that performance, bro, he has to be on the terrorist watch list. We can't, that is disgusting. He needs to be kicked out of the UFC and straight to Guantanamo Bay, baby. So, yeah, that's where you're going, MVP. Anyway, that's where I just wanted to make a joke about that one. We'll get back into it. Iwo Baraniski, he had a nice KO over Austin Lane. We all knew this was going to happen. I want to see how legit Iwo Baraniski is. Why not get him a fight against a contender who just got fraud checked? I think we give him Umar C, who just got submitted by Ion Cutelaba. Ion Cutelaba, man, everyone forgets he was a good fighter. But nah, I think they're both equally good strikers. I think this is a chance for Iwo to use his black belt in judo. And for Umar C, if he beats Iwo Baraniski, that could be a great bounce back win, especially the way that Iwo has been looking. So yeah, I'd love to see this matchup next. And obviously for the next fight, CLD, middleweight's very, very matched up at the moment. So he can't jump too far ahead. He had a very rough fight against Roman Dolidze. He got caught a lot. And I think a fight against Jaron Cannonier is the perfect test to see how far he can go into the middleweight division. Joe Cannonier, he always brings a fight, even at 40 years of age. But yeah, I think this is a good jump up for CLD. I don't think it's too much of a step up, but yeah, that'd be a good fight. Let's book it. And for the next fight, Roman Dolidze just lost his fight against CLD pretty dominantly. I think he has to fight someone that's unranked. Abus Amalgamedov. I think he's still ranked somehow, but it doesn't matter. Abus is a good step down for Roman Dolidze. Yeah, like Roman's a name. I think we've still got to build up. Like Abus has been in the UFC for a while now, but I think we've still got to build like people like that up. Like it's just a better look. Like, it's just a better look into the middleweight division. Roman's a bit of a fraud. I think we need to build up Abus. I think we need to build up Bruno Ferreira. I think we need to build up these fighters. And Nicaragua Askirov, that would have been a better matchup. But yeah, I think that's who Roman fights next. So yeah, on to the next fight. I think that Danny Silva should fight Giga Chikadze. Had a great win out of over Curtis Campbell. Curtis Campbell, he was still an undefeated prospect. Danny Silva just took over, like legitimately beat the shit out of Curtis Campbell. And his striking looked good, man. That's what I'm saying. Like Vallejos knocked the fuck out of Giga last time. If Giga is going to come back, I'd like to see him fight Danny Silva. Danny Silva is really skilled with the hands. He's got good boxing. Real crisp, real clean. And I think Giga Chikadze is the perfect next fight for him. It's not too high up. It's not going to like get him a ranking, but you know, I think book this matchup. They both lost to Vallejos. Giga got brutally knocked out. Danny Silva went to a decision. So yeah, I think Danny Silva wins this fight. And for the next fight, oh my days, it's Nathaniel Wood. Here's the thing, man. He looks good against Osin Keita. This isn't Keita. This is Onama. This is the only ranked guy that isn't matched up at the moment, that isn't between 8 and 15. Nathaniel Wood needs a top 15 fighter. He needs a ranked fight. Everyone's booked up, it's just featherweight's in a real weird spot at the moment. I think David Onama's a perfect fight into the rankings. Like I said, everyone's booked up at the moment, and I think David Onama's a perfect step into the rankings. I think like it'll test Nathaniel Wood, and yeah, I think I'd love to see like Nathaniel Wood go into the rankings, and David Onama needs to fight someone outside of the rankings. So yeah, I'd like to see this matchup. And Mario Pinto had a super disappointing performance, but we have to give him someone ranked. And I think that perfect ranked opponent's Anti-Deleja. He's in that top 8 spot, like 7, 8, 9, I'm pretty sure. I think that's a perfect step up for Mario Pinto. Mario Pinto is still a 4-0, 5-0 prospect at heavyweight. We've got to give him a ranked opponent. And I think Anti-Deleja, after that last performance over Rizvan, was it Rizvan Kuniev? No, fucking Sergey Spivak. No, Sergey Spivak. I think he needs to go fight down. He's fought up too much. So yeah, I think this is the next fight to make it heavyweight. And I think, if I'm wrong, the last fight I want to see, Brendo Pericic knock the shit out of Louis Sutherland. Heavyweight's super shallow, man. I think we get Brendo Pericic into the top 15. I think this would be a good fight. Mick Parkin hasn't fought in a while. I think he got knocked out in his last fight, if I'm not wrong. I think he needs a step down. I think Brendo Pericic is that perfect matchup. Hey, if Mick Parkin beats Brendo Pericic, he's a great up-and-comer. We can get Mick Parkin back into the rankings. If Brendo Pericic beats Mick Parkin, we've got him into the top 15. He did call for it. I do like it. And yeah, I think this is a good matchup. Heavyweight's shallow, so why not just press him in? So yeah, But listen. These are my matchups for the like Murphy versus Evolev card. I think this needs to happen. Doesn't need to happen, but this is what I think should be matched up. As you've noticed, there's there's music in the background. I hope it's not too loud. There's a bit of music in the background. Tried to give some ambience to the video. I've been trying to add stuff to the video, like slideshows, like music, like just slowly add stuff. Maybe get better at editing. Yeah, listen, if you like the video, I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, and thanks. I'll see you all later. Bye.